Hi, good morning here from Orangia Bowling Club. We're here in a wonderful Bloemfontein for the finals of the 2023 Bowl South Africa Junior National Championships. Our feature today is on the under 25s, where Western Province is facing Northwest. They are playing on Rink A1. They're busy with their trial ends at the moment. And then they'll commence play. Remember, they are playing a set format, so it's 18 ends of 6 ends per set, and 1 point per set, and 2 for the win. Uh, all the players from all the other districts are here for to support the players in the finals. We also have the um, under 15 final happening in the center rings. That will commence after the first set has been completed. And you can watch that live on Northwest Bowls live streaming Facebook page. And then on Warrington Bowls Club's Facebook page, we're going to bring you the under 18 final as well. So lots of bowls to watch today. So yeah, we're just gonna do a quick share and everything of all the um, uh, links and everything to everyone, so you can have the information if you want to watch, and then we'll be back as soon as they start. Oh, it's wonderful to bring you these live bowls here from Orangia. They're celebrating their centenary this year. Turned 100 in January. Lovely hosts for this tournament as well, between them and Ooststudente. I think it was a wonderful tournament. All the players had only positive comments. While we're waiting, let's go for a rundown through the different teams in the Western Province side. So, first on the mat, Northwest, they won the toss. And as Lizandri Hildebrand on the mat, she's been playing at the juniors for the third time. She's 70 years old and she plays from Poch Country Club. The lead for Western Province is Daniel and he's 24 years old. He's the first time at the junior nationals, so being in the finals on his first try. We'll be joined in commentary by Siwe in a moment. He's just getting us some more information as he's going along. So we have a lot more to talk to you about. We'll give you score updates of all the other matches as well. Currently, only the under 25s have started. In the rink next door, we have EP, Eastern Province, playing against Sables. They've also just started. Remember, no time limits for the under 25s, but also for the under 15s and under 18s today. Finals, it's 18 ends for the under 25s with 3 sets of 6. On our production team today, we have Johan van der Waaf from Mafikeng, and he's hard at work doing all the switching for you, so give him a shout out as well. And I'm joined now by Siwe. How are you doing, Siwe?
Morning, Jacques. Morning, everyone. Doing very well. Sunny Bloemfontein. It's good to be here.
Yeah, no, it's definitely been a wonderful week. We were quite worried when we were coming down this side that we might have rain, but like every year, as soon as these juniors take to the green, the rain stays away.
I think it just goes with everything that goes with the tournament. It's part of our blessings to be here and just to enjoy this tournament and give the youngsters as much exposure as possible and play in the best conditions possible.
Yeah, and we're here in between loads of spectators, so it's nice to have all these everybody watching the bowls and not just wandering to play, supporting their friends and family, and lots of new friends being made over the tournament. It's nice to see all the teams here supporting who's in the finals.
It's a great spectacle. It's a great way of promoting this game to people out there, and also to realize what it means to these youngsters. There's been so much good bowls played over this week, and also to see the amount of people that have come out. We're talking parents, we're talking local people, we're talking bowlers from all across, and the 15s and 18s and under 25s. They're all here to support their mates, which they met during the week, and I'm sure it's just going to be so nice to see the victors. Of course, after all the hard work during the week, this is what it's about. Just a bit of a reminder at home, the under 18s and the under 15s will be taking field after the first set is done of the under 25 games, which is the under 15s and the under 20 and the under 18s.
Yeah, and we've had great exposure for the sport of bowls as well during this tournament. Lots of newspaper. It looks like Northwest is holding one, yeah, at least. So lots of exposure. We had radio interviews of youngsters all the way from Pretoria, and quite a few headlines in the newspapers as well. And the youngsters really taking the spotlight in this tournament like it should be.
I think one of Free State's young faithfuls was interviewed the other day in the Bloemfontein local radio station.
Actually, I think it was Pretoria. But yeah, I think there'll be a lot more in the coming weeks as well in the local area. But yeah, no, it's been a great week for the youngsters. And like in David Helmer's speech and your speech as well at the managers meeting, this tournament is about the youngsters, not about anyone else. And I think that's really, they've taken the spotlight and grabbed it, and it will be difficult to keep them out of the spotlight coming forward, especially with the quality of bowls that they were playing.
Each and every year I come to this tournament, the level of bowls from the youngsters seems to go up a notch. I've watched the under 15s this whole week, and I was mind blown by the level of confidence some of these youngsters play. There's a youngster from Eden, little girl, the way she controls the head, the way she plays, the confidence on her shoulders is amazing and absolutely out of this world, and it's something to see. I can tell someone how it went, I can tell someone this was the end result, and whatever score they ended up on is definitely not a reflection of what they put on the day. It's amazing, Jacques.
Yeah, no, and to imagine, in 10 years they'll only be 30 years old, or 20 years some of them will only be 30 years old. So they'll have 30 years of experience by the time they get to the under 50s or get to the high levels above under 50. I wouldn't want to be playing against those guys at that level.
They got lots of time to go still. We all start at a very young age,
no.
and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. You can start at any age. You can start however you want, whether it's social level, or you can just go straight to the club administrators, and then they will look after you in terms of starting this game. Just a little bit of a score update. First game, Rink A1, Western Province versus Northwest. Western Province has taken the lead. Picking up two.
Yeah, and the second for Northwest is one of those youngsters. Remember, we did him last year in the finals. Joandre Brits. He's only 12 years old. You remember his walk from last year? 12.
He's quite popular.
Yes. Oh, he's a celebrity. He was on the cover of Huisgenoot.
And he's bringing a bit of style in this game. I like his hat.
Yeah, no, he looks like he has loads of personality. He's on the mat now. Let's watch his delivery on the backhand. Doesn't look happy. Not a bad bowl or bad line. Just needs to add a little bit more weight. Western Province with the blue decals.
And just a bit of a score update on the second game for this morning, which is the under 25 game between Sables and EP. EP, after the first end, have picked up 5. So that's a great start for them there.
Yeah, and we're already up to 75 live viewers joining us. So let's see how high we can get it. Remember to like, share, and comment on the live stream. Hope you're all enjoying the broadcast. Ronan Willifier, yeah. Unfortunately slicing it towards the Western Province bowl there, but good line. Roland Willifier.
Good line, good length.
Yeah, he's originally from, he normally plays for Namibia. He also played in the World Indoors for Namibia.
That's a great response there from Justin Brink.
The 22-year-old there from Bloemfontein. Roland does here. Just cutting the center line a little bit there, see where?
Yeah, there was nothing wrong with the weight, especially for the trail, if that was an intention. Just to give you the details of the members that are playing this morning from the Western Province team, with their manager Eddie Phillips. The skip is Armand. And the third is Justin Brink. The second is Luandre Stip. And the lead is Daniel Vaughan. The Northwest team is Werner Hildebrand, who is the manager. Tinus van Zel, who is the skip. Third is Ronan Olivier. Second is Joandre Brits. And the lead is Lizandri Hildebrand.
Yeah, the Northwest team, very similar to the one who played last year. It's just Roland that came in.
That was a great try there from the Northwest skip, Werner. And just to give you a bit of team names of the other game, second game that is being played here. The EP side, managed by Keith. And the skip is Leroux Borta from Mill Park Bowling Club. The third is Carl Bester. The second is Lawrence van der Walt. And the lead is Tian van der Bank. And the Sables team, managed by Louis Pereira. Skip Zakoteron. Third, Devin de Jong. Second, Sune Skippers. And the lead is Leila. Unfortunately, I didn't get the surname there. That's a great start there by Daniel Vaughan of Western Province. Just touching the jack and just finishing level.
Oh, yeah.
Just running through Lizandri. Very good effort.
And bowls
Running a meter through.
It seems that you always tend to hit that holes in some matches, and other ones you don't. Looks like that might be a bit of protection at the back. Bit of perfect delivery insurance.
Always need insurance.
Especially from perfect delivery, if you're looking for a better insurance quote. Let's see. Yeah, almost getting it. Remember to contact the guys at Perfect Delivery. You get your bowls back insured automatically as part of your insurance policy. And I can speak from personal experience, they do save you a lot of money. Oh, I'm getting a whiff of fresh pancakes here from the side. Wonderful festive atmosphere here at the club. We've been well entertained and fed at this year's tournament. I think I'll have to go on a diet after this junior nationals. Maybe I see we're definitely going to have a roll afterwards, just to roll off the fats that we picked up over the week.
We'll play a couple of ends. We'll see how it goes. I would like to test the surface. It looks very good. I must say it's played absolutely phenomenal for these youngsters this whole week, and all credit to the staff and the club for providing the facilities that are amazing and up to a good standard for us to bring this tournament to the young people.
Oh, and this is a particular difficult tournament because you have two venues that have to cater for quite a lot of kids. I think we had over 250 kids this year. It was 256 kids or something like that.
256 hopefuls coming to Bloemfontein on a school weekend to come and showcase their talent. And did they bring it this week?
Yeah, no, they definitely did. I have to say, I was amazed by some of the games, and we had some great matches that went down right to the wire. Great advertisement for bowls. I think I saw our live stream on YouTube. We were over 4,000 hours of views. That people have viewed our YouTube videos, and I think we're over 125,000 reach on Facebook. So it's lovely to see. So if you're watching, let us know where you're watching from and which club do you play out of. I'll show you how to bring your messages onto the screen for us.
Those are great numbers you just mentioned then, Jacques, for this game and also for just this particular week. And speaking of numbers, my phone reminded me yesterday that I had walked over 12,000 steps just from the 3 greens around here, from the A, B, and C at Orangia, and I could feel it.
Another important number we've just learned that is also hello, hello, testing, testing. Test if there's a problem with the sound. Let us know. If you're having trouble hearing us, looks like that's sorted.
Just a bit of a score update on the second game on Rink 2, EP versus Sables. Sables did pick up on the last end, which makes the score 5 to EP and 1 to Sables after 2 ends. Also in our game in front of us here, Northwest versus Western Province. It's 3 to Western Province after 2 ends and still nothing to Northwest.
Oh, wonderful draw there by Armand. He's a product of the under 15 tournament. Yeah, you can hear. That's 1, 2, 3. 3 out for Northwest. And the 4th one as well.
That was a great shot. And if you're watching at home, you're not missing a bit because we're bringing you this game live. You're seeing exactly what we're seeing, but the atmosphere is just with a little bit of tempo. Oh, that was a great shot there from the Northwest skip. With their first points on the board, they picked up a 4 after 3 ends. Western Province 3.
Just a quick mic change. Is it sounding a lot better on your side from my mic?
Those pankoek you were talking about just now. Pannekoek, not pannekoek. Those pannekoek have been the hit of this week.
Yeah, no, but they always a hit somewhere. But I was very disappointed when I did the Mpumalanga side. Swap up milk.
That was a great shot there from the EP skip. Leroux Borter to draw the shot against Sables. Each and every tournament I come to in Bloemfontein, friends, over this period of time, my Afrikaans improves. And I'm able to communicate with a little bit of better understanding. Another great shot from the EP skip, Leroux Borter on the second game. It looks like EP has picked up a few shots there.
Well, they're measuring on the other side. Yeah, I was just before we were interrupted by the microphone. I wanted to tell you I was a bit disappointed. Yesterday I did a live stream of Mpumalanga, and their sponsor at the back of their shirt is Omar Roy's Cook Sisters.
I saw that.
And somebody mentioned that it's the best Cook Sisters in the country, and I said, well, we can't go. I still need sample size to confirm that it is true, and I haven't seen any Cook Sisters yet.
That's a shout out, obviously, to Omar Roy Cook Sisters.
Yeah, but I think it's a great opportunity. If you look at how many people are watching here, and everybody's talking about Omar Roy's Cook Sisters, opportunities for sponsors to get involved with the youngsters, and especially on the live stream as well. So if you are a company watching out there, those 125,000 reach we had on Facebook could be reaching your page as well. If you get involved with some of these district sides. And the districts always look for funding, because the more funding they have, the more teams they can send to this tournament. A wonderful draw there by
Justin Brink.
Justin Brink. Also his first time at the tournament.
You know, it's always nice to see these youngsters coming to their first tournaments, whether it's the under 15s, under 18s, or under 25. And the way they carry the pressures of this tournament, it shows that the level of coaching behind it. Jacques, you're a coach, and you know what sort of preparation these youngsters go through, and you know what's expected of them to deliver this tournament or to make it through the week.
Yeah.
And if you happen to make it to the final day, that's a great achievement.
Yes, no. There's you're at least, if you're in this final, you know you at least have a bronze or a silver if you're in the main final. And as a coach, you can't be proud of your side. And I normally find if you yourself, as we went around the rinks and the greens, speaking to the managers and the coaches, and many of the managers are actually the coaches as well. Especially your youth coaches, they're a special breed. They really committed, and they know their bowls. They know exactly what they're doing. And I had a I spoke to under 15-year-old manager yesterday from Ikuruleni, old Fissy, and he told me that he's taking a break so he can focus on developing the youth bowlers, and he's playing with them. He said to his clubmates, well, let's give these youngsters an opportunity that I can work with them. And the way Armand with a wonderful attempt there, the way those youngsters were playing, and that's only their second year here, you can see the commitment from those managers and coaches. And we know Tanny Francis, she's been retiring for the last 10 years from the juniors, but every time she comes back. And our friend Brian Oxley from Sables, he's very proud. His other side is in the bronze medal playoff.
It can only mean one thing with those coaches or managers that go back home and sharpen the development side of things. There's growth that's to come for us, for this tournament, meaning it means the future of our sport.
Yeah.
It means the future of the district's B sides. It means the future of the district's A sides is guaranteed.
Yeah.
Because that will rub off to their schoolmates, that will rub off to members of the community, that will rub off to everyone and almost anyone who is interested, who is driving past and seeing all these people gathered in this green and wanting to find out what we're doing here. And then if they take a peek inside, which they're more than welcome to, then they will find a bit of interest. Something will be planted in their mindset.
Yes, definitely, Siwe. I think it's very important for us as bowlers. I always say, being in the marketing side for years and years, especially now in the age of digital marketing and that, Best advertisement for the sport is still our players and the way they talk about the bowls. Me and you, we were those type. You can almost, when we start talking about bowls, we turn into a different personality with the confidence we have. I'm normally an introvert, so being here speaking like this, but as soon as I know I'm talking about bowls, the words just comes. And I'm very passionate about this sport and the development of the sport. And I have to say, every year when you think you're down and you come to this tournament, you just get recharged and ready for the next year. This is really the highlight of many of these bowlers and many of these managers. This is their recharge, finding their souls again.
It's a platform for all.
Yes, it is, and that's why it's very important that we as bowlers share our good news. When you have a youngster in your club who's doing well, or you have a veteran who's doing well, if you won a club championship, go out and talk about it. I always say we need to be like that old joke. We need to be like CrossFit athletes. They let you know they're doing CrossFit. So that's how we need to be as bowlers.
That's good input. That's very true.
No, and it's as easy as just sharing this link on your profile so we can get more views.
That is a great shot there from Northwest.
Yeah, Lizandri. Hildebrand.
Just to give you a bit of score update on our featured game. It's after 4 ends and it's 4 all. It's Peels at the moment.
Yes. Luckily, I have to say, Johanna in our production side is keeping up with the scoreboard quite nicely, so our viewers are well informed.
Dankie Klein Boet.
Yeah, and Obut is running around taking pictures. Being banned from the green since his main side is playing. Lizandri is his granddaughter, and it's also I've recently learned it's the manager's birthday today, so a shout out to Werner. He's sitting here in front of us. He'll be helping us out with the under 15 finals.
And you're going to help us wishing Werner a happy birthday.
Yeah,
from wherever you're watching.
Yeah. Give us a shout out on the comments. Give him happy birthday, Werner. Let's give him 2,000 happy birthdays on the feed.
That's Werner Hildebrand. Happy birthday, mate.
I wonder if the age they gave you is the previous day's one or today's one. It was the updated one, but I was told by a few of the lady managers we're not allowed to use those ages.
Once 12 o'clock hits, it updates the system.
As long as you don't need a software update after that. Or a service. With the bones cracking a little bit easier.
By the way, Werner's sitting right in front of us here, and he's all smiles.
He's also turning a bit red at the moment. But Werner doing a great job. I'm very impressed with Northwest, the way they've embraced live streaming. I think it's something the other districts can. Yes, a wonderful ball there by Andre.
It's a good head that's been set up so far.
Yeah.
For this game between Northwest and Western Province. Only 3 woods behind, and the majority of what's been played so far is within half a meter.
Yes, and
that's a great start.
And you can see those at the back are there for in case, because it's one Western Province, or 2 Western Province bowls, and Andre's bowl there at the back, just there for in case the head changes here in front, and Lizandri really putting the pressure on. The importance of a lead putting the pressure on is, yes, getting the second shot it looks like.
And it's also good advertisement for some of the many brands or various brands that is utilized by these youngsters. And if you're a great student of this game, you will see the lines taken and the weight control, and maybe you're looking for a different set from what you have. Maybe you're looking for something that will suit your
positional play, or what your styles that you're looking at. Oh, wonderful ball there by Justin Brink from Bloemfontein Bowls Club.
You'll never say it's his first tournament.
No. But he looks quite calm. Yeah.
And if you are from Bloemfontein Bowls Club, your youngster is doing well on the green.
Yeah, give him a shout out on the stream. Remember, every every like and comment helps us increase our reach. So it's important that you do your part back home and like our pages and follow the news. We always try to keep you updated as possible on what's happening in the world of bowls.
And once again, shout out to all the districts that keep this movement of young people, that keep on producing jams, that keep on producing megastars, that keep on producing potential Proteas for tomorrow. Shout out to you guys. You're doing a great job. And may you not finish here, because there's a long way to go still.
Yeah, this is a marathon.
This is a generational sport. This is where grandpa's playing, grandma's playing, mom's playing, auntie's playing, Danny, sorry, I mean.
Yeah.
And
Siwe.
Yes, that's my new name. And everyone gets involved, and it's so nice. You almost leave the house empty, and no one is left behind, and everyone has gone to the club.
Yeah, and that's something that I think has developed over the years. Many clubs have become a lot more welcoming to the youngsters. I remember when I started bowls, my son was born. He was about 3 years old, and it was difficult the first month, but then they got used to it, and they started. The culture in the clubs changed, and they started being more welcoming. And now he's playing as well. He had a few matches at the invitational side, struggled a bit, but I think, as we all know, once that bug hits, and especially I've seen so many youngsters. So many youngsters. This is their highlight. Once they've been to this tournament, they go back to the clubs, different people. Especially the first timers, you can see they're just here for the motion, but as soon as they've played that first match and seen this atmosphere and met the friends and seen they're not alone in this game, because at many clubs it's only one youngster. See, here's 260 odd kids enjoying the sport I love. And they, almost like us, get reinvigorated to play the game, and they come back next year even better. Score update 5-4 and the feature match.
That's to Western Province.
Yes, that's to Western Province, and I think they're on the last end of the set.
And I can see the under 18s and the under 15s gearing up to start. They're ready for their match.
Siwe, explain to us the skins format is under 25s I've been playing. It's quite interesting. I know at the Masters the sets was played, so a few new formats coming in. How do you feel about the set play in this format?
I think it's what's been put out on leagues all throughout the country. We played this kind of format in our border league where we play sets. or skins or sets, the terminology there. And
Wonderful draw there by Lazandri.
if you happen to be down on the first one, it's a mindset thing. You're refreshed going into the next one. There's hope that you can pick up the second one and potentially the game as well. So they say bowls is a mind game, and it's quite a nice system to work along with. It challenges you. It puts you on a great ability to bounce back, especially if you're down, and then if you won the first skin, also to maintain as well.
Yeah. I think also for our viewing audience, some of the traditional bowlers might not like it, but I think if we come to new viewers who's getting introduced to the sport, I think it's a nice, exciting format, because like you say, you might lose your first set 10-0, but you're still in the game. It's not a runaway victory. You still feel you're in it, and like you say, it's a mindset thing. Chandra here, I think he's going to be at the back.
It's good for strategists like me, technically.
Yes. Oh, and teams that can keep themselves motivated. As a coach, I always assign one of my players, normally my second, the job as being the team cheerleader. He needs to make sure that everybody is kept positive, and normally you get a personality who has that natural ability to keep the team motivated, because your skip sometimes they get so busy in the strategy side they forget about the psychological side of keeping the team. Let's get the next one. We have a saying at my club, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So you do it one bowl at a time, you get back in the match.
I almost said you start with its tail.
Or we won't go with last night's joke. Oh, wonderful draw there. Now we have the Northwest supporters in front of us. Very vocal.
And we spoke about the colorful side of this game with these shirts. I mean, you look at everyone around here and you look at the colors presented. And again, I've just given kudos to the districts, to the designers.
Yes.
That's promotion right there.
Yeah, no, and it's changing the face of the game. That's what it's about. Unfortunately, lawn bowls had this perception that was negative, and sometimes giving it a new coat of paint and showing what it's actually supposed to be. It's like when you have a clubhouse and you just revitalize it and update it a little bit, the whole vibe in the club can change. And same with management and stuff like that. I think that's the nice thing about the youngsters. They're not just playing, many of them are getting involved in coaching as well, and being umpires. Armand just going a bit wide on that one, but it's level. I remember 3 years back we had a umpire who was unfortunately just too old to play in the under-20s, and he said, I'll gladly come and be an umpire at the tournament. So he wanted to be involved because of the passion for this tournament and being with his friends and his colleagues, being so close to this atmosphere, because it's such a nice atmosphere here at Orangia when the juniors are here. And this club is turning 100 years old. And I'm sure even the players who founded this club 100 years ago could never imagine all these youngsters on the green. And even though bowls had this bad perception, I think this is what they intended bowls to be like when they started.
It's a continuation of a legacy.
Yes. I'm not going on the drive there, but unfortunately I think he connected one of his own balls there.
As you as a coach and other coaches around, that's what you intend when you start something like this.
Yeah.
That's what you intend when you at a small club and you want to grow your club with your membership. The intention is for that club's success and legacy to live on for many years to come. So many clubs are across the country are battling.
Oh, wonderful draw there by Tinus. Drawing in another one.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a game in our hands here.
Yeah.
6 ends gone, and Northwest have just picked up
at least 2.
We're just waiting for confirmation. They've picked up.
They're measuring for the third. But 2 has been taken out. It's Roland Olivier measuring. Just the 2, and they've taken this. Have they taken the set? Yeah, they've taken the set by 1.
They've taken the set. That's a great comeback from Northwest. And talking about that legacy, Jacques, we're not just putting bowls on display. We're not just putting youngsters only on display here. There's so much that goes behind the scenes. The technical officials, the great work they put in terms of the interpretation of the rules. Sometimes the coaching aspect comes into play.
Managing
the club itself, the administrative side of it. It's a collection. It's a collective effort from everyone, which makes something so nice and sweet.
Is it? Yeah. I always say, unfortunately, especially at a district site, there's in some districts 2,000 players who want to be in the inter-district sides, but there's only space for 48. But there's so many other ways of getting involved in the sport, like being an umpire, being in the catering, being a coach, being a manager, doing live streaming. It's as a live streamer for Bowl South Africa, I've been traveling the country just as much. I've met just as many stars as the team players, and even more than many district sides. So there's different ways of getting involved in bowls. It's not just about the playing. A wonderful draw there by Daniel. He's holding 2. This is now where the new set starts. So it's getting that refocus.
You look at the pairing of this first 4 balls that have been played from Province and Northwest.
Yes.
You can see the level of concentration and the level of effort that's been put out. They want to win this tournament.
No. This is what it's about. They've been working probably. I think Northwest have probably been working 2 years to get here. And same with Western Province. Oh, opening it up a little bit there.
It's a great achievement to everyone that's been involved with these youngsters from all these provinces that are represented here in these finals. To say this is where our hard work went.
Yes, and you even if your side didn't make the finals, I don't think there was any bad games. The standard of bowls were, unfortunately, sometimes the scoreboard just doesn't dig over for your side. You might be holding 4, and then that one bowl comes in, and every end you're losing that one.
It's a game of margins.
Yes. I always say, no bowler steps on the green to play a bad game. And that's sometimes difficult for spectators to understand and your fellow club mates when you go to competitions. But none of your bowlers are stepping on a green to have a bad game. None of these youngsters came down this way to have a bad week.
I know you have been on the other side, streaming on the under 25 side. Maybe Johan will come in here as well. Has there any been burnt ends?
Yeah, there's been a
There's
few.
been a couple of burnt
No,
ends.
not that I've seen when I was there on the day, but there's been a few. Quite a few. So we'll probably see a few drives.
So there is the aggressive side
Yes,
as well.
there's definitely I think that's probably the only thing that the respotting might take away from the game, but it also brings in another tactical aspect as well, because you need to be wary what's on the 2 meters.
That's what I'm trying to bring in here.
Oh,
Not successful, but many.
yeah, Johan, just give us you said the other day what the stats are that you can't remember who said it.
30% in the area, 10%
Percent is full. So going on a drive, you have 30% opportunity of getting in the area and a 10% chance of getting success. But yeah, it just brings in it's part of the game, and especially the youngsters, they like going for the drive. And some of them can drive, and they go at speed.
Playing the last end of the skin on the other game, on ring number 2, EP versus Sables. EP are leading that one 11 shots to 1.
Yeah, and this is EP's first travel to this tournament as well. So getting a bronze, they're almost following in the footsteps of Border. So next is bronze, and then it was silver, and then gold, hopefully. Keith Clark's, from EP, the president there, doing a lot of work getting the youngsters. I hope next year we'll see the districts who weren't here enter as well. I think it's a rebuilding phase for many districts, getting back after COVID.
It's great to see EP back in this fold again, in this tournament. They've been missing for quite a while.
Yeah.
And
They've never entered since we've started from the under 15, under 20. And they've every year they say, we'll be there. And they have a team in the under 18 as well, that's also in the playoffs.
And they've had a lot of products that have come through the ranks. I played against them back in the day. And they're quite a competitive district on the B's and A side, and they've got some stalwarts and some great bowlers within, and some of those have come through the older format of this tournament. To mention one, Desi,
Desi,
who is a national treasure, a national player
now, a Protea player now,
has come from this tournament.
Yeah, when it was when you were playing.
Correct.
And it's also nice to see the administrative side of the game also becoming a bit younger.
You're talking about Keith?
No, actually about you.
Thank you, Jacques.
I have to say, it was very nice when I went visiting for the mixed pairs last year in Eastern Province. They looked after us very well. Yeah, back to the action here. Hope your viewers don't mind us waffling on too much.
Starting the second skin on the second game on ring 2, EP versus Sables. EP has taken that skin. There's a change on the board there for our featured game. Western Province moved to 9. After 7 ends, Northwest 6. Drop us your comments. Share some of your views. You can send some encouraging words for these young people that are playing here, so that when they view this live stream, they can be proud that you watched their game. Great shot being played by Senior Skippers on the second game. EP versus Sables. Also a feel-good story on the EP side. Tian van der Bank was a medalist on the recently played interprovincials in Johannesburg. So he brings in a bit of experience for EP in that side. That's a good shot there being played by Luandre Step. Luandre just going through there. Nice effort. I think he just went through a meter. Again, show your support for the youngsters. We got a lot of representations from clubs. There's Discovery Bowling Club here, just to mention a few. Vert Porky Club, Bloemfontein Club.
Discovery.
We got Potch Country
Potch
Club.
Yes. Durbanville. Edgemead.
Kraaifontein.
Yeah.
Constantia Bowling Club. If you are from those clubs, show a bit of love to these youngsters. They will watch this game and show them, encourage them to grow stronger. Whatever happens in this final or whatever happens in this game, just give him some good advice.
Yeah. And remember, even if you are watching this later on this evening, I think many of these youngsters will be, as they're traveling back home, their phones will be charged and they'll be gobbling up data, watching their own matches, seeing what shots they played. A great learning tool for players and coaches as well.
Arman just dropping short there
Yeah.
on his intended shot.
And I've seen our friends from Sades have arrived. They're
was it.
setting up. So if you are watching from around the green, go and drop by them and find out about doping in sport. We'll see if we can get the one lady for a quick interview at some stage. Just so she explains what they're doing here and what their intentions are. Doing a bit of awareness on doping within the sport. The illegal substances and stuff like that.
And this is a perfect place to start that
Yes.
kind of
Yeah,
initiative.
and I spoke to her the other day. 90% is about maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Tinus van Zyl there. Western Province, I see, moved on while I was gone. In this end, moving on to 9 while I was running around switching a few cameras. Let's see, we kept you updated and going. So I hope you enjoyed his smooth voice. Oh, great draw there by Armand.
And we talk about the spirit of the game. I know we're going to have some awards here or accolades presented to the team with the best team spirit for the week for all ages. And I've seen some great team spirit this week.
You were on the jury of appeal for the team spirit, so we'll see who got through at the end. But yeah, I think that's an important part of. Yeah. Just the one.
Just the one to province.
They move on to 10. So leading this set. Remember, they're playing 18 ends.
Another exciting game on rink number 4.
Yeah, the final.
It's Sedibeng versus
the playoff, yeah.
Gauteng North. And MJ has just played a good shot there for the under 15s. We'll try and keep you updated also with the scores of the other games. On rink 5, it's Borland A versus Sedibeng. And also on the far side, it's Gauteng North versus Eastern Province under 18.
And the juniors right here in the middle.
We've got a full green.
Yes, and how did the under 18 score? The Munchkins are right in the center of the action. Those youngsters are something to behold. I know you enjoy them a lot.
100%.
They're your recharge.
I met one of them on Monday or Tuesday. He comes to me, little young oak, who's about probably 10 or 11. He looks up, he says, "What is your name?" So I said, I'll tell him my name. I said, "What is your name?" He told me his name, and then he moved on with his ways. It's great to interact with them.
Yeah, no, and the innocence you see and the honesty. If they had a bad shot, you know it. It's written on their face. If they've had a bad game, the tears go. If they had a good game, the smile is running all around their head.
You know, the day before the finals is always the worst for me. Last year, I think one or trying, and I gave them a hug, and then I blinked once. There was about 5 of them in this big bear hug of mine, and can be painful. It can bring tears to some, but a lot of joy to some. But yesterday, I saw a lot of tears of joy to making it through to these finals.
Yes, no, for sure. It's something they've been working towards.
And a lot of inland and coastal areas represented, yeah?
Yeah, no. If we look, it's especially the Cape Town coastal areas. I think we only have one Port Natal side. So the Natal side, we were missing a few districts. But the inland is well represented. We're only missing Limpopo, which is quite sad. They had a nice development program running for a while. But unfortunately, after COVID, getting that back up again seems to be a struggle. But I'm sure we're going to see them soon, especially if they're watching us, these youngsters playing, and the quality of the bowls that's happening here. Hopefully that will motivate a few players on that side. The other thing I would suggest is if you are a district here, see if you can get involved at the schools when it comes to handing out the certificates that they will be receiving today. Do it at the school so the youngsters can be proud of playing bowls, and their friends and family friends are going to say, how can we get a certificate as well? So that's a way to get into the schools. So make use of this as a marketing tool in your own district as well.
It's all about planting seeds and leaving a good mark.
Yeah, I always
want to see.
Yeah, I always say is they say news travels fast, and I believe good news travels even faster. And bad news or sad news hits, but good news stays in the heart. That's the thing you're going to remember years and years from now. And like we saw at the Masters Junior Final, Cecil Borman and Kwa, they've come through this system, and even though they were playing competitive bowls against each other, once that final bowl was done, they were as happy for the winner as anyone else. And all the youngsters that came with Kwa from this place were sitting next to the green, shouting for both Kwa and Cecil. So wonderful to see these youngsters, and that's something you can see it next to the green as well now. This week they were enemies when they were on the green, but as soon as the last ball finished, it's playing together, having fun together, chatting, catching up. The best thing was on Sunday when it was registration. These youngsters couldn't wait to get on the green. Except maybe the one JBA side who travelled without their bowls. When they stopped here and Terry asked them, take out your bowls and go practice, and they said, where's our bowls? They packed everything. So I know Johan next door borrowed them a set, and they also got another set somewhere. So again, working together, making sure everybody could play. Um, and especially we had to make use of a few reserves this tournament more than the others. Even putting a few youngsters from the side of the green who fall in the age, so borrowing balls left, right, and center. This is what the game is about for these youngsters. They just want to be on the green.
And also, it shows a sign of preparation. That if you're always prepared in anything you do, when the opportunity arrives, or you meet the opportunity, or vice versa, the opportunity meets you, you make the most of it. I heard of our young reserve that we played here yesterday with the invitational side, that he played his best game.
Yes.
Imagine if he had the full tournament, what he would have done for the duration of the tournament.
Yes.
So again, that opportunity, and he grabbed it.
He grabbed the opportunity. When they asked him if you are available, he said yes. That's the important thing. You can't be, if you're not saying yes to the opportunity, you can't see if you're going to do it or not. It's like when you ask for funding or something, the worst that could happen is they could say yes.
Western Province picking up on that last end. Just waiting to see the change of the scoreboard.
It's 11-6 for Western Province.
It's 11-6 to Western Province after 9 ends.
9 ends.
It doesn't get any better than this.
Yeah. No, but the atmosphere, we can only try to describe it. It's the DJ playing in the background. Everybody. There's a few players who are now going onto the green, seeing their friends play. So they're thinking, let's have a ball and we'll come back and see how they're doing. But 99% of the players who are involved in this tournament is sitting around this green, enjoying.
That bit of noise that you heard just now was for BGN. They skipped Jesse, just playing a superb shot there. They were medalists last year.
Yes.
BGN under 15s.
Yeah, I think they were silver medalists. I remember we did the last part of we did their full final. When Boland won, the Boland B side. Again, coming back to the opportunity. The B side going through to the final last year, taking the opportunity. Currently, Lazandri holding here. Difficult to see with these similar colored balls here, but I can luckily see the sticker of Lazandri's front ball there. Joandre. Looks like he's playing with those new Picassos. Just short. Not in a bad position there. Could have some nuisance value later on. Yes, Luandre Stip. Tina's asking Luandre just to add another meter. He had a great line on that first ball. Yeah, and Luandre is only 12 years old. And a wonderful draw there.
Luandre.
I remember you can watch the under 15 final on Northwest Bowls live streaming.
Great try there by Justin. Also another great effort there from Ronan. Armand watching this one coming down, but just falling short a little bit. Ronan taking his time from on the mat.
We're up to 88 live views on Facebook.
Just missing his line there a little bit.
The under 18 match is being streamed on by my wife, Gesina. She's sitting on the other side, and she's streaming on Warrington Bowls Club for you to watch. So you can go onto that page as well. You'll be able to find it if you type in Warrington lawn bowls. It should be coming up quite high. One of those pages that also quite active in lawn bowls circles. Yeah,
Again, we're
good bowling there.
We're talking about that collective effort, and many hands make work.
Yeah, light work, and we were fortunate with Northwest utilizing their managers to do live streaming and being able to bring you all 3 finals, not all at the same level, but at least they're out there. And that's, I think, the other thing we need to understand as districts as well. It's easy to use your manager or a player or a reserve as a live streamer. Because all you need is a cell phone and a connection to Facebook, and you can have bowls out there for everybody to enjoy. Marketing opportunities again, revitalizing the game within a club as well, getting your members involved, seeing how a team is going at a major tournament. Good bowl here is going to, unfortunately get stripped up by that front bowl. I think Jandre might still be holding shot with that back ball for Northwest. But there's 2 front balls there with Vermont with 1 ball left. Yeah, Armand confirming
there.
I think he's going to try and get onto that
Great discussion.
second shot ball. He just needs to be careful if he doesn't add too much weight, because of that Jack pops out backwards. There's a yellow decal ball waiting, so he'll have to have his weight just right. And he goes on the forehand. Let's see if it gets in. Oh, unfortunately missing his line a bit. Actually, I think it was more a question of weight.
There seems to be quite a close
Yeah, it
measure
looks like
there.
closer than we're thinking. Skip and the third having a long discussion
Great
here.
discussions involved there.
If there was 1 ball left, you would say, just call the umpire. But unfortunately, there's 1 shot to be played still. Now, I think he's wondering if he should declare it or not, because there's a lot of Western Province bowls that could be promoted.
I'm just looking at that game, BGN versus City Bank under 15 final.
Oh, that's one
Sorry.
great head there, developing.
Pardon me, that's a playoff game. And I'm looking at the front rank of Sedi Beng. The two youngsters behind there. That's a true definition of a front rank.
Yes.
Keeping out of the head.
Keeping out of the head. But wanting to watch.
But very much involved still.
And they're going low to see what's happening with the Northwest players. Calling the umpire. And we have the umpire coming on. So it is a lot closer.
Bringing his bag of tools. While there's measuring on our featured game here, it looks like EP have picked up again. I'll just update you with the scores shortly. It seems to be a very close measure on our featured game, Western Province versus Northwest. The umpire taking his time. A bit of a score update on our second game on the Ring 2. Eastern Province have moved on to 16 after 9 ends, with Sables on 4. Great work from the umpire. The Eastern Province versus Sables, they've played 9 ends, 16 to Eastern Province and 4 to Sables. Western Province won that measure to move to 12. Oh, that's a great start from Lizandri. Good weight control. Daniel just running through there. Another great wood from Lisandri, positional wood. And Luandra cracks it to make a bit of a change in the head. Luandra's picked his line here. Just dropping short. Great try there from Luandre.
Oh, I'm back, Siwe. Just quickly had to run for the cameras there. And I see on YouTube we're up to 32 live viewers on this match.
Great stuff.
And even a guy is watching all the way from New Zealand. Remember, if you're watching this, drop us a comment. Your comment helps us promote the sport of bowls. How the social media algorithms work is the more comments and likes and stuff, especially if you give us a few hearts, the better reach we have on different pages. We also did a bit of advertisement on today's match as well, especially in Cape Town, Northwest and Bloemfontein.
And tell us what you think of the commentary.
Yeah, let us know. How's the team of three doing here? With Johan on production, Siwe, the main commentator with his smooth, soulful voice, and me just waffling along with my Afrikaans accent. Ek kan daarom so 'n bietjie Afrikaans tussendeur gooi wat Siwe nie kan doen nie. Al wat Siwe kan sê is pannekoek.
Ek het 'n mooi Afrikaanse swartseen. Does that sound relevant?
Yes, luckily they didn't teach you the swear words, and because I was very worried when you started. It could have gone south very quickly.
This is a family show.
Yeah, but they don't tell you when they learn you the swear words. They tell you it means something else. But how about a bit of your home language? How about the end? Let's. Well, you speak Xhosa.
It's Xhosa, yes.
Xhosa. And how do you pronounce Mpumalanga correctly?
Mpumalanga.
Ah. So let's have one end of Xhosa.
Zawuzama mhlekazi.
Tinus.
Sineskip, se Northwest, Tinus van Zel. Also Metin. ihamba kahle la bhola yakhe utyela umhlaba but iyaxhaswa ibhola emfutshane noko. Armando iyekile. But uphosile la mhlaba wakhe befama uthathile. Thina sizawuzama kwakhona uthathile umhlaba wakhe. Engathi namandla izawufika phaa kulaa ntloko. Wayiphosa kancinci. uRonan ukhangela ezinye uba zikhona. Usebenzisa imeasure yakhe. Umdlalo omhle eBloemfontein Orangia Bowling Club. Abantwana bayadlala baphumile. Indlu igcwele, umzi ugcwele. In Northwest isanda kufumana amanqaku amathathu ukongeza kwinani labo.
Wow, Siwe. I have to say that sounds very descriptive. I wish I understood a lot more, but I could pick up the idea. Luckily, luckily we some of the terms go with what I could see, but it really sound very descriptive. The language of Xhosa.
Ndiyathetha. It means I'm speaking.
Causing. Yeah, no, it was really nice.
If you're just joining us, welcome. And I heard we've got a viewer from New Zealand.
Yes, let's see if we can.
Australia as well. And Bloemfontein.
Bloemfontein is almost in Australia.
And I hope there's a few viewers from Ganubi, East London as well.
Yeah, Mike Spies watching all the way from Australia, saying it's nice bowls.
Time difference?
Yeah, give us an idea. What's the time there in New Zealand, Mike?
Mike, he's in Australia.
Very consistent from Rizondri. He's playing very well.
Yeah, and Inga Ephraim's saying this is another level of bowls. Wow, it's amazing. Watching all the way on YouTube. Morne asking if the skins really matter in the finals. Yes, but if you win the match, then it should guarantee. But it does still mean that you need to win at least one of the skins and win the match, or else they might go into 2-2. But yeah, they still play skins. So currently on the last end of this skin, Western Province is leading 7-3. Yeah, and on the other matches, we'll see if we can give you an update on the scores. Most of them are on 4 ends at the under 15s and the under 18s. So, quick update on Rink 1, the feature mat. It's 12-9 after 11. Then we have in favor of Western Province. Then we have Eastern Province Bulls leading 17-4 against Sables after 10 ends. So that's for third and fourth playoff. Both teams will receive a bronze medal. Then on Rink 3 we have the final of the under 15s. Current score there is after 4 ends. The Sables are on 2 and Western Province is on 2, so that's Peels there. And if we're looking at over at Rink 4, where Citybeng is playing against BGN in the under 15, Citybeng is on 2 and BGN also on 2. So the under 15s, yeah, great draw there. So at the under 15s, they all on Peels 2 each after 4 ends. And we'll give you the under 15s right after this bowl from Roland. He's going on a drive.
I just read a comment in one of the comments. We try to keep it relevant with all the discussions that are bowls related. We've been talking about technical officials. We've been talking about everything and anything. Unfortunately, this is the only platform that if you want to reach the masses and you want to try and get the message out there, we can relay it on.
Yes, no, and then luckily the coverage of the action is so good, you'll be able to follow as it's happening. We only have so much time that we need to thank everybody and make it relevant. And remember, this is about marketing the sport to non-bowlers as well. So we need to create the atmosphere. So I see there's
and also unfortunately the players we do obviously bring you live this game. The standing in front of a camera, they're so very focused on the game.
Yeah, no, and we have to remember this is new to many of these players. I've seen people comment that the players are standing in the head, and when I do their games, they're standing in the head as well. Until you're in that situation, unfortunately, as bowlers, we've learned this habit of standing just behind the head in a group watching. So it is something that does happen.
The camera work is great, eh?
But the camera work is great by Johan. We have
got a great production team.
So we'll switch around as much as we can to give you as best view as possible.
And also results from the other non-stream games as well.
At the under 18s, we have Citybeng versus Boland. Citybeng currently leading 7-1 after 4 ends. And the other match, it looks like BGN is on 8. I just want to see if I can get the Eastern Province score for you guys there. Unfortunately, the long BGN ladies are standing in the way. And they're moving away now. And another player goes in front. But we'll give you a score update as soon as we can. But yeah, the main matches, we gave you the final scores now. So we'll give it in a while again. And even if this match ends up, they're measuring here. The shot ball. Yes. Oh, great work there by Roland. Using his pen as a what do you call it? Proper. Free taken out there. The under 18s is being live streamed on Warrington Bowls Club. That's the only platform my wife has access to a page, so that's where we're streaming that one from. Hasina Kruger Swanepoel is bringing you that match. The link is available on the manager group, so if you are involved with the team, they will be sending that through to their districts as well. So maybe get in contact with your district, and if they haven't received the link yet.
And we appreciate all the positive comments on the system. We are reading them.
Look at them later on again and comment and give you a message back, or a like or a heart, for your positive feedback. Western Province moving on to 15. And the BGN supporters here on our right, giving another cheer to cheer up their youngsters playing in the center rink on ring 4.
And a comment there from Bloemfontein saying, "Kom Northwest, vat vas julle kan."
Hey, see where you're getting good at this. So Western Province taking that second set. 12 ends completed.
Now we get to the championship points.
Yes, this is where the big match temperament will come through.
I've said throughout, Lisandra's been very...
And Vice watching all the way from Leppington, Sydney in New South Wales, Australia. He says it's currently 6:02 p.m. there. Peter asking where the under 15s are being live streamed, under 18s being live streamed. So I just said now on Warrington Rollball Bowls Club. You'll be able to find that quite easily if you're a bowler. You already probably like us. Yeah, and Graham watching all the way from Taranaki in New Zealand. Enjoying the juniors playing bowls. The New Zealand also with a good junior system running that side.
And thanks, Ernest Wegner. Nice to hear bowls commentary in so many languages.
Yeah. There's a France one. Yeah, we even have a comment on my Afrikaans. Ja, wie heb je lekker ding? All the way from France. Yes, Frankrijk. And that's not the Paris in the Free State. Yeah, it's nice to see all our... Oliver Bing.
Bonjour, Oliver.
Yeah. Oui. The only other thing I know to say in France is escargot, which is snails, which I enjoy very much. I have to say, over this past week we had some wonderful food during the tournament. Yeah, it looks like Western Province is holding shot here with two Northwest bowls flanking the shot bowl.
Also another one from Graham Cockrell. Hi guys, really enjoying the junior bowls all the way from Taranaki, New Zealand.
Yeah. We just Yeah, unfortunately, Eugene, sometimes we get interrupted by spectators, so we need to switch off the mics every now and then. People wanting to greet us. That's the nice thing about being so involved with the juniors. The parents and family, they always come to say hello and and see where everybody wants his autograph. But he has to now sign it as Oom Siwe. In the area, we have Saids visiting us. So go down to their stall. I hear there's a few prizes to be won as well. If you read through the booklet, you get asked a question or two, and you might win a water bottle or a cap. And if you are worried about medication that you are taking, even if you're one of the older bowlers, you're welcome to go to her. Or if you're in a district where you want to get them to have a talk, they're willing to also do some educational work in districts that they are in. Very lovely ladies to meet there. I'll see if I can get her in the next few ends maybe to come and join us.
Just a bit of a score update on the second game, on the ring number 2, EP versus Sables. EP are leading that one 19 after 11 ends, 2-4. EP 19, Sables 4 after 11 ends. That was a great effort there by Armand. Great try there from Tinus. That's a bit of an update. Western Province 16, Northwest 9, after 13 ends. Remember they're playing 18 ends? Again, another good ball from Lizanre. Good response from Daniel, just running through. The level of consistency is one to see from these youngsters. Streaming from Tauranga, New Zealand. Another one in New Zealand. Thanks for the comment, sir.
We're quickly joined by Rina Burger here from Sites. Baie welkom hier so by ons. Dis wel goed om julle hier so by ons te hê. Ons gaan maar oorgaan na Afrikaans toe. Ek weet die Engels hier so in Bloemfontein is maar partykeer 'n bietjie soos airtime met hardloop uit na rukkie.
Nou, soos hulle sê, jy gebruik jou Jy gebruik jou Engels 'n bietjie op partykeer hier so, maar ek het dan redelike ondervinding om by die stadium so. Ja, nee, dis baie lekker om hier te wees, maar eerste keer by so iets. Ek ken glad nie van rolbal nie. So is baie interessant en ek het nooit geweet kinders wat so jonk is speel dit al nie. So.
Ja, dis die lekker ding van hierdie toernooi is met die jongsters die sien speel.
Ja.
Ja, dis lekker om hierdie jongstertjies hier so rondom te hê en vir al die onder 15tjies is lekker om hulle die kort mannetjies met die balletjies te sien rol. Vertel ons 'n bietjie wat maak Sites hierso? Wat is julle beoog? Wat beplan julle en hoe graag wil julle hê die mense moet daar by julle kom kuier?
Baie graag hulle moet kom kuier. Ek dink dit is verskriklik belangrik want in die tyd en hede wat ons lewe op hierdie stadium, alles gaan oor wen. Maar as jy in 'n kompetisie is en iemand gebruik 'n verwoorde middel, ek gaan nou sê wat dit nou is, en daai persoon wen jou, gaan jy nie gelukkig wees nie. So ons probeer om te wat hulle dit nou noem in Engels, ons promote clean sport. So wat gebeur is ons is deel van WADA, dis die World Anti-Doping Agency. Dit is 'n mense wat ding gestig het om met die doel om skoon sport te kry. Hulle publiseer elke jaar 'n lys met verbode middels. Elke jaar kom 'n nuwe in die 1 Januarie. Mense kan gaan kyk op Drug Free Sport, die website vir dit, of WADA, WADA. Daar is ook 'n leergedeelte wat Adel is wat hulle kan ingaan, wat hulle sertifikate kan kry. Ek weet afrigters moet dit doen. Maar ja, anti-doping gaan ons rol hierso is om die mense net te bekend te stel aan wat dit presies is.
Van 'n bewusmaking.
Ja, dit is maar dit en dan ek meen soos ek sê ook ons elke jaar moet ons dit maar doen vir al die sportsoorte. Dis nog die mense nog nie regtig gebyt aan dit nie, maar ek dink dit is vir jou eie beswil om dit te kan doen en dan weet jy want jy wil tog 'n fair game hê. Jy wil nie wen omdat jy iets gebruik nie. En soos ek sê, die wenkultuur is so groot in Suid-Afrika dat dit 'n probleem is partykeer. Maar ja, so, ons maak nie die reëls nie, ons vertel net wat die reëls is.
Ja nee, ek dink dit is baie belangrik dat dit soos mense sê, dat mense 'n fair game het. Ja, ek dink dit is belangrik dat mense 'n fair game het. En ek dink dit is belangrik dat veral die jongsters wat nou begin, dat hulle vroeg begin weet wat mag en mag hulle nie gebruik nie. Veral soos jy sê in vandag se tyd waar daar soveel goeders binne in kossoorte en supplements en koeldranke en energy drinks en sulke goeders gegooi word. Dat hulle bewus gemaak word daarvan. Wat gaan die mense leer as hulle daar by jou kom draai nou daar by die gazebo?
Ek vertel maar net vir hulle so naaste by wat die hele proses is en van hoe jy getoets word, wat daai proses is tot jou sample, skies of Afrikaans en Engels, maar jou sample, dat jy hom dan moet seël en dat jy verantwoordelik is wat jy in daarvan, so supplements. Jy het nie supplements nodig nie, want geen supplement is getoets nie en is veilig nie. Jy van al daai goed wat jy met 'n supplement kry, kan jy inkry met kos. So ja, dis belangrik en ook wat jy nou gesê het van die jongetjies, my hele gevoel rondom dit is ons moet begin by die laerskole en as ons nie in diepte nie, maar net dat hulle 'n idee het, dat as hulle op daai stadium kom dat hulle na nasionale toernooie te gaan en moontlik internasionale deelname en dit, dan weet hulle al presies wat dit is. Want dat hulle ook in gedagte moet hou, die reëls in elke land verskil. Net 'n voorbeeld, dagga, in Suid-Afrika is dit wettig, wada, sê dit is nie wettig nie, want as jy net gevat as 'n bokser, miskien daai CBD olie gebruik, sy gevoelens word afgestand, met ander woorde, hy voel nie die houe teen sy lyf nie, en dis unfair, en dit is hoekom dagga is uit. So.
Baie dankie, ons hoop al die jongetjies gaan daar by jou kom draai. Ek hoor daar's tot 'n paar pryse te wen of iets as hulle huiswerk gedoen het.
Ja, dit is.
Ek seker soos die wedstryd gaan geniet jy daarom om die rolbal te kyk?
Ja nee, dis vir my heel interessant soos ek sê. Die handtekens wat op partykeer hier sien, die gesigsuitdrukkings is nogals baie interessant, maar mense is interessant.
Die ander ding is soos rolbal is die enigste sport wat jy vir 'n dame kan sê, sy's 'n bietjie swaar met die gewig of 'n bietjie lig met die gewig, sonder om geklap te word.
Okay. Ja nee, jy sien dit is 'n voordele.
En hier word gras gevat en gelukkig nie dag aan.
Nee, is reg, maar ja, so en ek hoop, ek neem aan dat dit baie goed gegaan in hierdie week hierso. En ja, dis lekker om al die jong mense te sien.
Hooplik het ons julle volgende jaar weer hierso.
100%.
Baie dankie vir jou tyd
Groot plesier.
En asseblief as jy in die areas gaan kyk by hulle daar onder die gazebootjie en dan leer ons bietjie meer en dan dan maak ons hierdie 'n fair sport vir almal.
Baie dankie.
Baie dankie.
Dis reg. Bye.
Baie dankie.
And the message is, I play fair. Say no to doping. Great response there from Daniel.
Yeah, sorry for that interruption, but I think it's important. It's really important that we learn a bit more, especially in the sport of bowls. I think we've been not focusing enough about the fair play in terms of what substances we are taking. So if you're in the area, come down and learn a bit more. She'll answer any questions you have, and anything she can't answer, she'll get you in contact with somebody who can.
It's all about good informative education being taught to the relevant personnel, obviously the athlete, the sportsman.
And even
so if you know what you're taking, what you're putting in your body.
Yeah, well, what was strange the other day, I spoke to her and she said the thing that people forget about is the association. If your coach is found guilty of doping, you're automatically also on the list. So it's important that even if your teammates, then you are in the target for next time, or you could be a target for or seen as not playing fair. So it's all about reputation as well. So.
And we've come across and seen a lot of stories around, and from various sports where that has happened. There's some very famous stories.
Yes.
When it comes to doping. And there are serious consequences if you are found to be on the wrong side of that.
She mentioned the other day that South Africa is something like number 16 on the list of countries found guilty of doping, and especially the contact sports like rugby, unfortunately, and is getting younger and younger kids that are getting involved or getting tested.
Cycling?
Yes. Okay, so back to the action here. I see we're getting to the out of the match, and it's getting close. Only 6 points difference between the two sides. Justin just being tripped up by that front ball. Justin Brink from Bloemfontein. I hope everybody enjoyed that quick talk with the lady from SAIDS. They're very helpful, and they're here to promote awareness.
Also to help you as an athlete as well.
I have to say, I've seen quite a few of the managers going to that tent to get more information. Again, if you're working with the youth, you need to know as much as you can about the well-being of your kids. You see Roland on the mat now. He's playing his backhand.
And we'll give you a bit of an update on Rink 2 game. After 13 ends, Eastern Province leading 21, Sables 5.
And our feature match, Roland getting shot there, just going inside, being jack level.
I see there's the fourth time playing this tournament.
Yes, the other 3 times he was playing for Namibia. Unfortunately, Namibia not sending a team this side, but many of their players are now studying at Northwest, so that's why he's playing for Northwest. Of course, his brother is Kabos Olivier, the Namibian international. And Roland also been selected to play for Namibia at the World International Indoors. And I think he's also been selected to play for the in the African states for Namibia.
Great future lies ahead for you, young man. And it seems it runs in the family too.
Justin Brink here. Unfortunately ditching that one. Do you think he was trying to put just one at the back just for in case?
Strategy, you know, these youngsters come here and again we're talking about that set of skill and strategy is one of those key points, and having strategic bowls also with the 2 meter mark coming into play, maybe that was the intention.
Currently he's not covering the 2 meter. I think it's Northwest that has the 2 meter covered. I can't see how many of those dark balls I think might be Northwest. Looks like they have a yellow. Let's see if Yuan, are you able to see those 2 on the 2 meter mark for us? Wonderful draw there by Tines. Yeah, the 2 meter mark is being held by yellow. So that is Northwest.
Again, it just shows you the level of how the system works here. We're able to bring you that much close content.
It's been a process of development over the last few years. I remember when I started, I was working with one of these gimbals that we now use to move the camera from the one end to the other end, and I did my 20,000 steps per day, walking from this side to that side, bringing all the matches. At the end of the day, I had cramps in my hand for holding that gimbal, and then we got on to the next stage. So it's all about a process of development. It's getting better and better every broadcast that we are doing.
It's improving.
And the nice thing about our system is it's easy to pack up and put in.
It's portable.
It's portable.
Okay, it was a great discussion between the back rank of Northwest.
Yeah, what shot they need to play. I'm not sure, is Armand Spol holding there, or are they still holding with the blue one on the side? Looks like he's drawing, so he's probably just needs to sneak in between those ones, and it's close. Oh, so close. If he picked up that jack, he was in the pound seats with at least, even if he sliced it backwards to the 2 meter mark.
Especially at this crucial stage of the game.
Yeah, this is probably they need to pick up a 1 or a 2 now to make it close for the last 3 ends. Yeah, on the
What's
ring.
Arman gonna do?
I think he'll be trying just to promote his own ball up. He's playing on the forehand. He doesn't look happy. He's dropped his head. I think he's gone narrow, but let's see. The ball is not over until it's finished, and unfortunately he gets tripped up by that front ball, so he was a bit narrow on the line he wanted. They're taking the 1 out. I think they might be measuring for the second.
Bring out the tools again. There's been a lot of measuring.
Yeah, especially by the players. They seem to at least trust each other on the measure. Not a lot of disputes when the umpires were called. The umpires this week have really done well. Just the one.
It's the one to Northwest.
Yeah, that again, the small bites of the elephant.
One bite at a time.
One bite at a time. They only need 5 bites to draw level.
It's all happening here.
I think Siwe, if we are correct, they'll probably play, if they peel after the 18 ends, they'll play a sudden death end to see who will win. It's just similar to what they did at the Masters.
Playing skins.
Sets. No. They'll split the score for the win.
Yeah.
So then it will come down to the sets. So Morne, that's why you see it's important what happens with the sets. So the sets do come into play.
Ethan asking what the score is. It's 16 to Western Province, 11 to Northwest after 15 ends.
I wonder if Ethan is not referring to one of the other matches.
On ring 2, it's Eastern Province versus Sables. Eastern Province 21, Sables 5. After 13 ends.
Yeah, and in the finals of the under 15s, it looks like Sables are on 5 and Western Province. Let's just see if that player just moves a little bit in over there after 8 ends. So remember, the under 15s are playing 12 ends. I'll give you an update. I can see over at the under 18s, City Bang is leading 9-2 after 7 ends. On the playoffs for bronze at the under 15s. Yeah, that score for the finals. No, the player is still blocking our view. Andre here just being short on both his bowls. But again, see where these greens have been playing well the whole week, even over at Oostudente as well. We've had no complaints about the greens.
Absolutely.
I always say only people who complain about the greens are the ones who are losing.
They
Yeah.
match the standards.
Yeah, this is definitely a great standard of bowls, and it was actually, they had to slow the greens down because it was getting too fast. Especially the sea green here.
You gotta give it to the youngsters, they held their own.
Yes. Yeah, and the under 15s were ditching it on that one. That's how fast that was running. But they were playing long ends. Yeah. Oh, wonderful ball there by Roland. And Justin putting one at the back. So I think he's expecting Armand to drive when he gets to the mat. Ronan. Oh, unfortunately promoting that one up. Let's see if it's in count.
Armand signaling there that they're two down.
Asking his third just to trail the jack.
He's trying very hard here.
Quick recovery of the stream there. Nice thing about the upgrades in technology. And Klaus storage. Oh, Tennis drawing another one. Looks like, I think Armand will be on the drive. No, he's playing just with a little bit more weight.
It's getting a bit warm here.
Yeah, no, and it's not the temperature. It's the quality of the bowls. They're missing it by millimeters.
Another narrow miss from Western Province.
Like they say, lawn bowls is a game of inches. Looks like he's free down, Armand. So that does come into play, especially when you're playing sets. No, your favorite youngster on the other side getting another touch at the under 15s. Yeah, and the BGN people letting us know.
There's great support all around here.
I have to say, there's not a seat around this green that is empty. Here, all the stands are full. Tennis drawing another one. Oh! I think he's made it even better. Looks like they're two down.
Change.
Measure for second. He didn't miss it by much. I think if he keeps the same line, I think he was playing before.
Just a bit of a score update on ring 3.
Yeah, the final there.
The Western Province versus Sables. That is Peels after 9.
It looks like the youngsters are keeping each other honest. Another indication of the great bowls that those youngsters are playing. Let's see what Armand does here.
That's a very important ball.
He's setting himself up. I think he's playing the same line he was the previous one. Let's see if he can hit it again. This one's gonna fall short. Actually, the weight was quite good. It's just the line. That's the one.
Another measure.
Yeah. And Northwest would want at least a 2 here to get close with just 2 ends to go after this one. It's the 16th end they're playing currently.
It seems to be a very close measure.
Yeah, I think we might hear the umpire come. Roland measuring himself.
Again, the umpire is being called in our featured game. Every shot counts, Rod.
Yeah, and all the umpires are on duty for this main matches. All volunteers. It's great that these players have taken off some of their time to help the youngsters enjoy their tournament. Very thankful for the umpires. Unfortunately, the unsung heroes of the game tend to get the most flack when something goes wrong. As you can see, he's propping the bowls. For those who don't, it might be good for the players. No. Yeah, Johan getting us an excellent view. He's using the telescope here. You can see how he was propping it up. You see the players walking away, allowing the umpire to do his job. Remember, the umpire's call is final. He's doing well.
There's so much to learn in this game.
The one thing, you know, if you have a good bowler, in 9 out of 10 times he has good etiquette as well. It just goes with the territory. The flash in the pan bowlers are the ones with the attitudes and there's poor sportsmanship. They quickly get identified.
BGN.
Yeah. Sixteen. Yeah, over on Rink 6 we have BGN against Eastern Province for the 3rd and 4th playoffs. There it's 16-0 after looks like 9 ends or 8 ends. And this is close. They're adjusting it. Northwest would want a 2 here. Western Province would be happy to give away just the 1. Now they pick up 2. Now we have a game.
It's game on.
It's game on. But we had a few of these matches. So if you're on the under 15 match, don't expect too much commentary from Werner. He'll be running around.
Two to play?
Yes, 2 to play.
3's the difference.
3's the difference. This is going down to the wire. Northwest in control of 23 meters away from the front line of the net. This one is quite a long end. And this is where your lead can put on the pressure. Unfortunately, just missing a line there. And on Rink 3 we have a ditched bowl. In the finals between Western Province and Sables for the under 15s.
It's another close game.
All these games are getting close at the finals.
On the Ring 2, it looks like EP have picked up again. I mean, we've talked about them being missing from this tournament and coming back to show, great skill.
And
dominating that game at the moment.
Yes, and to have 2 teams in 2 of the disciplines playing for bronze, or at least will get bronze for 3rd place basically. So they're going home with 2 bronzes at least. So that's a wonderful start for their tournament.
That's a good return for a side that again hasn't been in this tournament for a while.
Yeah.
And coming back to achieve that success.
Again, thanks for Johan for doing a sterling work on the camera. And our volunteer streamers doing the other games as well.
Am I not a volunteer?
I mean on the other ones. Werner Hildebrand doing for the under-15s, while his side is playing as well. Andre getting shot there. There's still a lot of room to draw in there, see we?
Plenty of space to draw in, and with so many woods to come still, we've seen every end. It's been action-packed.
Yeah, and we've, like we say, draws is a bowls is a drawing game, and this is a showcase of it. Most of these ends have been brilliant drawing shots. Let's see the youngster, 12 years old.
Andre.
Brits. Yesterday I was live streaming one match between Natal Inland and who was it? But anyway, it was against Northern Free State, and the Northern Free State players had nicknames for all their bowls. There's one guy who's about 2 meters tall. Guess what his bowls were called? Tiny. And they skip had pink bowls, so automatically they were pinky. And the other one was a set of black bowls with little dots painted on the finger marks. They were called bubbles. And the leads one was called Varkie.
Why?
And probably because he wanted to wou 'n varkie gevang het. Famous Afrikaans song that David Homer had us crazy a year or two ago.
Ronan in the match for Northwest.
Yes, lots of room to draw in. I think it looks like Western Province is holding shot from my angle. No, what a draw, what international. That's showing class.
Class and spirit.
And the experience of being international player.
Yes.
But Justin Rink not on a bad line here as well. I think he was just trying to get onto that shot ball with a bit of weight. Let's see if Ronan can draw another one.
This is where BMT comes in.
Yes, definitely. Just short on that one, but that might have some nuisance value later on. Let's close down that end for, I think, for a drive.
Yes, for another try for Justin. He doesn't seem to be.
He doesn't look like much phases him. He's cool, calm as a cucumber. And he's drawing close, just in front. I think he might have second here. Let's see what Armand says.
And again, to the designers of these shirts, they absolutely look amazing.
Yes. Now, if you look at the colorful sable shirts that we can see across the screen, and this Western Province shirt is lovely to watch. But all of them.
I've seen the JBA one.
I love those little cups at the back.
The pride of Joburg.
Yes, and the inter-district sides have the lion and they have the cubs.
Is that Mufasa and Simba?
Yes, I think that's the idea. Armand going on a drive, unfortunately getting tripped up. Just getting close now. Roland holding one here, maybe two. Do you think Armand will go for the drive again?
It's all about confidence.
It's just the one down, but one at this stage could make a big difference.
Correct. But also,
If he hits it,
careful playing into the head.
yeah, he could.
He doesn't do more
Yeah,
damage.
maybe taking out your own ball that's holding, preventing a multiple. He's going for the drive. Unfortunately, getting his own ball there. I think that might be a problem. Just the one.
It's just a one.
Luckily.
We take risks in this game.
Yes. Especially if you're standing at the back when those drives come down. That's why you need.
Sometimes it pays off.
Yeah.
Sometimes it can let you
Yeah,
down.
but being there at the back, you need to be aware what's happening. Not turn your back on the game. Yeah. And now it's 14-16 with one end to go. This is getting tense. You can see everybody on the edge of their seat.
It's nail biting finish. I'm on the edge of my seat right now.
Yeah, I think by the end of this shot we'll be standing because we'll need to watch over all the spectators watching on the green as well. Luckily we're quite tall men. Jandre, let's see if Lesandri can put the pressure on, and she's starting brilliantly with a front touch. What a ball!
I've mentioned a few times he's been very consistent all throughout this game.
Yes, and the last end to get that start, that might be a game changer, but there's lots of balls to come. But it just sets the tone for an amazing final end.
Right.
So close, yes.
It's a great second at this
Yes.
stage.
This is a showcase of balls at the moment. You can see the tension on the players' faces as well. As Andre, if she can get another one in here. They need at least 3. I think they're leading the set, so even appeals will help them. But you want to win it outright. Ja, Jandre. Whoever wins the match takes it. 5 points on offer. Wie? Oh, please forgive the players, they're quite tense at the moment.
Woods behind,
Yeah, getting that perfect delivery insurance behind.
because if you're looking at the setup at the moment of how it's,
Yes, this is
if anyone plays with a bit of weight
onto
and
that.
getting onto the shot wood,
That Jack
there's
is going
only
back.
one way the Jack's going, which is so great thinking there from Western Province second. Great shot from Ronan. Northwest now line 2. Great discussions being held by both teams, back ranks, for a back ball to cover that side. Great anticipation by the Northwest team. And he follows a skip call. He plants one at the back. And the team appreciates. So is the Arman giving clear instructions to his third. Don't leave your seat. Very good try there from the Western Province third. Justin. Tinos on the mat for Northwest. He finishes level.
Currently Northwest holding 2. The 2 will tie.
It's right to the end.
Western Province with the advantage of the last ball. I think he's going to go for it. Playing with a bit of weight. He's missing his target.
Missing on that occasion. Northwest still lying 2.
Yeah.
And also kudos to us, the timing of the games with the finish, because I'm just looking across now. Most of the teams that started playing
Either even in the last ends, yeah. And thanks to the streamers are bringing us the other games as well.
What's the verdict now?
I don't think it should be a...
Yeah! What a shot! What a shot, Arman! BMT!
I did say don't leave your seat. It is going to be off the last ball. And Armand has just pulled one out of the kitchen.
With the last ball. What a ball.
And what a great way to finish the tournament.
Yes.
Congratulations,
To Western Province.
Western Province.
They're picking up the one and the win.
But what a fight, what an
Wow.
effort by the Northwest team.
It went down right to the
They
wire.
were pilling the game until the Greatwood went down and Armand played a super shot to take the match away from Northwest. The province faithful, they're doing the Kapse dance.
Ja. Die Kaap is weer Hollands vanaand. Oh, we're gonna sign off now as we get ready for the prize giving and the closing ceremony. Thanks, Siwe, for joining me on the commentary. Another great match. It seems when we get together, we always have a great match. And thanks to Johan on production. I hope you all enjoyed it. So give us a indication of you enjoyed the match, and we'll be seeing you at the next tournament. We'll keep updated when Teams Go Live comes around again. Bye.
Thanks, guys.